out today. And since I'm president of the club, I have to make sure we have everything we need.
What's this? A club and a camp out?
Matt and some of the boys in the neighborhood have started a club and they wanted to sleep out tonight.
It's not just some goofy club like Sand Collectors or something. It's an adventure club. Tony, Hooter, Q, and I are all members. We meet and talk about real adventures people have had throughout history. At every meeting, we talk about one adventure. The first one we picked out was the crossing of the Delaware by George Washington and his army men during the Revolutionary War. Q and I already did a history report on George Washington, so we know a lot of stuff already. We're going to camp out on Tony's yard, and I have a lot of things to check on, so can I please be excused?
Hold on, Jim. Your club sounds fun and all, but you have some views on your plate that I won't want you to finish.
Do you want more sugar from me?
No, I'm fine. I'll go away.
And just what is that about Catherine?
Nothing. You know how silly she gets when she plays with her food. Right, Katie?
Ouch!
Oh, how would you like to go camping with us, Katie?
Oh boy, I'm going camping with Matt! Well, when do we go on the adventure?
Well, this is it. Yeah, no, when we first planned this camp out, we were supposed to camp along the Delaware River. Because we thought it would feel like Washington and his army men along the Delaware River.
That would have been great if your parents had said no.
Well, they did say we couldn't camp there, but they didn't say we couldn't hike there.
I bet this place is crawling with snakes.
I don't care as much as snakes as much as spiders. Just the thought of walking through a web gives me the creeps.
Spiders and snakes are nothing compared to the Legend of the Lake. Now that's really creepy.
What?
My grandpa told me that years and years ago, something weird was going on with the lake. Like it was haunted or something.
Was there a ghost?
Well, no one ever saw a ghost, but people would disappear.
Did any of them come back?
Some of them did, but they would be gone for a long time. And when they came back, they were never the same. They all had fantastic stories to tell. And they would sit at the lake and stare at it like they were crazy or something. And the thing that was so weird for the people who didn't come back and the ones that did is that they all disappeared in a rowboat.
What's so strange about that?
Grandpa said that none of them had a rowboat, and he knew because when his friend and his went missing, he was there with him. They were out camping along the lake when my grandpa heard the sound of footsteps. He waited, and when Adam Hibbs didn't come back, he went out to look for him. And guess where he was?
Where?
He was out on the lake in a rowboat. It was a 3/4 moon, and all the light that shone on Adam Hibbs' face, he could see that Adam Hibbs was smiling like he had never smiled before. Grandpa tried calling to him, but either he didn't hear him or he wouldn't listen because he never turned back at the shore.
I knew I was going to step into a spider web.
it's just down this bank. The moon is almost full.
Yeah, what phase you say it is tonight?
3/4, definitely a 3/4 moon.
Aren't you thinking what I'm thinking?
I was just thinking that. In fact, I was thinking that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, come on. You don't believe that story about the moon and some boat, do you?
Katie! Where's Katie? Can you hear me, Katie? There she is! Katie, stop! Get away from it! Why is it so cold all of a sudden? And how did we get in the boat? And why is it snowing in September? Katie! Where's Katie? How?
We've got to get out of this ice and we'll freeze to death. Matt, look, there's Katie. She's over on that ice, and look, she's alive.
Matt, help me. I'm over here.
Look, she must have landed on the ice when she fell out of the boat. She's alive!
And look, there's another boat. We could all be rescued. Halt in the name of the Continental Army. Halt? Is he really? Continental Army? Did he just say the Continental Army?
My sister, is she all right?
The child is alive. No harm will come to her.
Who are you?
General George Washington, leader of the Continental Troops.
This is a joke, right?
You better explain what business brings you out onto the river this night. Are you friend or foe to the revolution?
Are we on television? This is totally hidden video.
They speak clearly, sir, and they're just as foreign. They could be spies.
I have a strange feeling. Like
Like we saw them before?
Where? Where have we seen them?
In our history, we went back in time. You love my backyard with Rory. I hope you're happy now.
Sir, they're just children.
That may be so, but we mustn't underestimate the cowardly ingenuity of the enemy. They've been known to endless babes as runners before. God forgave the cold Tory heart that would send children out to face the dangers of this night.
The general agrees if you have a family nearby, it would be the safest place for the children. It would be too dangerous to let them disembark on Jersey Shore. Your orders are to make the return voyage and take the children to McConkey's Inn for the night. I'll trust you'll be able to take the orders on this map with Corporal Hibbs. Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
Did you hear that? He's Adam Hibbs.
if he's the same Adam Hibbs you know about the leg in the rowboat, we can get back.
Well, hi. I'm Adam Hibbs. I guess I'm in charge of you guys now.
The general's cape. He forgot his cape.
All right, go take it to him, but don't try. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Just where would you think you'd be going?
General, he'll need his cape. I'm to give it to him.
The general's busy conferring with his officers. But give it here. I'll make sure that he gets it. Come now, Anson. You don't look old enough to hold a musket. What regiment would you be with?
Regiment? The boat. I have to get back to the boat.
No. No. I'll wager. You'll be fighting with me with those Hessians.
No, I have to get back to the boat. I have to get back to the boat. 9 miles? I'll never be able to walk 9 miles in this storm. And where's Adam Hibbs? And what will Katie think if she never sees me again? And what if I never see the other guys ever again?
Hi, where are you from? That dress looks foreign to me. Not of any army colony I know.
Maryland?
My name is Israel Gaines. And the truth be known, I've never been to Maryland. I've never seen such a quiver dress. But I would sure trade for one of those sneakers.
But why trade for just one sneaker?
The pain of the wind has stopped, and it's numb all through, but I'm afraid it's freezing up on me.
Here, you can have it.
I don't know your name.
Matt Carlton.
Well, Matthew Carlton, you've been a good friend to me, and I'll never forget it. And if we live through the next 6 days, I will return your gift of kindness. And my enlistment comes due the first year, and with my wages, I will pay you back for the stocking and the shoe.
Don't worry about it.
I'm anxious to get back home. There's a demanding lady named Abby, and I promised her a present.
Is she your girlfriend?
No, she's my little sister, and blue is her favorite color, so I knew that she would love these. Well, Matthew Carlton, you've been a good friend to Israel Gates.
Come on now, lads.
Israel, wake up. Israel, wake up. Come on, Israel, wake up. Are you okay, Israel?
Okay, what is okay?
Are you all right?
I'll be okay.
What would I give to see him all right now with heat, electricity, and a shoe store? But that's all 200 years away. I've got to figure out a way to get back.
While on the march, Matt and Israel make friends with the drummer boy Henry.
Okay, Sid. I hope she's safe. What is it, Israel? What's wrong?
Come on, Matt, lean him on you.
Move him to the side of the road. You'll have to leave without me. No, Israel. You can make it. Lean on me. You have to take the session together. We're a team.
Ethan, there's enough here to take care of the Hessians. Let him be.
I can't. I won't. He'll freeze to death out here.
We're going to make me run either way. Israel's fight is over. Better to let him out of his agony than to drag him along any further. Come on, Matt. You gotta catch up.
I can't. I won't. He's my friend.
And friends die! And you'll die too if you stay here with them in this storm. If you change your mind, just get back on the road and follow till you find us.
Go on, Matthew. Go on. I'm just gonna take a little nap.
No, Israel, you have to stay awake.
My pouch. Will you get it for me? Put the beads in my hand, will ya? The beads, aren't they beautiful? They are. Promise me, Matthew, to get them to her. Miss Abigail Gates on Dunbury Road, Evanston, Massachusetts.
What are you talking about? Of course she'll get them. We'll bring them to her together, remember?
Promise me, Matthew.
I promise, Israel. Miss Abigail Gates on Denbury Road, Harrison, Massachusetts. Give it from the Matthew Carlton, I promise.
Matthew was miraculously picked up by a Mr. Hornby who brought him to a safe place. Unfortunately, Israel didn't make it.
Here there, son. You are too young to be having sense of this war business, though in truth an old man like myself can little understand it.
But you're a patriot, right?
Nathan Hornby! I will not have this talk in my house. It's too dangerous.
Temperance makes a fine stew, but a dreadful patriot. It's not that she's a Tory, really. It's just that she's afraid. I'm an old man, and I've worked my whole life for this farm. I've lost my fencing to this way. Why, they've even cut down 2 of my apple trees for firewood.
I understand, but I have to get across the river. My
My friends and sisters probably waiting over there for me.
Come along then, and we'll settle up Blackjack.
Blackjack?
My mule. You'll not find a smarter animal. He'll return you to where you came and return to me. I'm sorry I can't personally take you myself, but my temper is sick with worry about the truth being so close, and I dare not leave her again.
Oh, you hear that, Blackjack? It sounds like a bird to you, huh? So strange birds in these woods, huh, Blackjack? Maybe it was a rabbit. Hoot! I'm Matt! How are you guys? I don't think it's been so good to see anyone in my whole life.
You look awfully good to us too.
So where's Katie and Q?
We've got some bad news.
Is Katie hurt?
We never made it across the river last night. First, Adam Hibbs found his gun. The bayonet stuck him right in the stomach.
So what happened?
Where's Katie? Well, while waiting, we saw the rowboat.
We headed toward it, but Katie was tired and began to cry.
We found a big old hollow tree and put her in there. Q stayed with her. Hooter and I scattered around, and then we heard them.
Who? Heard who?
The enemies, the Hessians, they weren't speaking English, so we thought they were Hessians.
And you're gonna try to stop them?
They were huge, and they had these swords. We fell asleep, and we were woken up by our Indian friends here.
They saved our lives. These Indians really know how to live in the woods.
We have to find a Hessian and rescue Katie and Q. We need to find the soldiers. Big and tall men.
I think they're scared of the Hessians.
How about we trade something for your services?
Well, that didn't work.
Another idea. How about my Air Jordans?
Come on, Matt, I'm leaving.
Goodbye, Blackjack. So many goodbyes. First Israel, then Mr. Hornby, now you.
After much walking, Matt and the gang finally came face to face with a bloodthirsty Hessian.
That's Katie. Her name is Katie.
Hooter, I'm Hooter.
I'm Gustav. At least we're all together.
Yeah,
Finally.
Great. Yeah, great. Now we can all die together.
Bring in 1,000, okay? I promise.
The rowboat. If you could just find a rowboat, we can get back home.
Katie, be careful with the water! Help! 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 Katie, don't move!
I'll get her.
Thank you so much for my little sister. Katie, you managed to get yourself in more trouble than the whole club put together. That was really brave of you, Gustav.
No! Gustav! No, please be okay.
Hessian you can trust. Caesar fired, the rest are just children. I don't think this Hessian will be causing us small trouble now. Are you Tor spies?
No, we're patriots, I swear.
Can't you see this Hessian firing over the other one?
We're just kids, okay?
Save your breath. It's up to the captain whether you live tonight or not.
Captain, it's me. I'm not about your cape. So it was you who was responsible for returning my cloak.
Yes, sir.
It was a bitter night, but the morning was as sweet as I know.
Katie, come here. Well, my little lady, I've seen you look out on your feet wet once again. There's a little girl just about your age waiting for me back in Mount Vernon. That little girl clucks over me just as Mrs. Washington never ran away. Here. These are for you.
Oh, General, is it too much for me to ask for a favor? These beads belong to one of your soldiers, Israel Gates, but he didn't make it. He wanted to give to his sister, but just no way of me giving them to her. Her name, but I know her name. Abigail Gates. Miss Abigail Gates on Denbury Road, Harveston, Massachusetts.
This war is taking too many. I will personally see that Miss Abigail Gates receive these.
The boat! The rowboat!
It's there. It's really there.
Katie, what would I do without you?
Land ho!
Boy, it's great to be back home in the 20th century.
Here, what's wrong?
They're his socks. Don't you think it's a crime to keep them out here? We should be treating it with respect.
Now, who do you have in mind to show these socks, to treat them with all respect?
Me! I can show them in my own private museum in my bedroom.
Hey, they're mine.
I'll trade them for what? Anything you want. A bag of marshmallows, my own bag. Seriously? You trade George Washington socks for a bag of marshmallows? Deal!
Dun, 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 dun.